Good morning, everyone. This week's Torah portion, Naso, is the longest Torah portion in the entire Torah. A grand total of 176 verses. And so the question is, if it's the longest Torah portion, what is it about this Torah portion that makes it so special? Now we know that every Torah portion has a theme that's an arch theme throughout the whole Torah portion. So what's the arch theme of this week's Torah portion? So Rabbi Jonathan Sachs points out the following. One of the great blessings that the Jewish people have had for thousands of years is found in this week's Torah portion, known as the priestly blessing. And we all know it. May God bless you and protect you, shine His countenance upon you. Now if you want to know what's the highlight of the priestly blessing, look at the last word. And may God grant you shalom, peace. We know that peace is the greatest blessing in Judaism. As a matter of fact, the rabbis say the whole Torah was given for the sake of peace. Another example, if you want to know when you're reading something, you always look for the bottom line, the punchline. How do we finish the Shemona Esrei every day, 3 times a day? The last prayer is Sim Shalom, grant us peace. And how do we finish it? May you bless your nation Israel, every moment and every hour with peace. Blessed are you, God, who blesses the children of Israel with peace. So peace is the greatest blessing. But what is the meaning of peace? And how do we see that everything in this week's Torah portion is about peace? So one obvious example is the laws of the Sota, the marriage with infidelity, and how the Torah prescribes a method of restoring harmony between a husband and wife. So that's clearly about peace. Then you have the story of the members of the tribe of Levi, the members of Gershon and Merari, who accepted their various roles and were content, unlike Kahas, who was counted in last week's Torah portion, that had the member of Korach who rebelled. And so too, each tribe brings their offerings in this week's parsha. Again, harmony, peace, everyone's satisfied with their role, everyone is respected and appreciated for their individual gifts. You even have the laws of Nazir, which is the idea that everyone could aspire to a higher level of holiness and be like a Kohen or a Levi. But here's the idea, Judaism's idea of peace, shalom. Everyone says peace, shalom bayis, peace in the marriage, peace in the home. We all aspire for peace, but what does peace mean? So there was a famous competition where they asked people in the English language, what's the difference between the meaning of the word finished or complete? And the winning answer was that if you marry the right person, you're complete. If you marry the wrong person, you're finished, right? What is the idea of shalom? The word shalom, everyone says peace. But really the word shalom, the root of the word is shalem, to be whole, to be complete. Real peace, I like to say it's not peace. Shalom is not peace, but it's harmony. What's the difference between peace and harmony? Peace is, I'm not at war with you. There's no conflict between me and you. Harmony means not only that we're not at odds with each other, that there's no conflict, but that we're working together. Take your body. You want your body, all the parts of your body to be at peace with each other, right? But imagine if the brain wasn't connected to the heart, and the heart wasn't connected to the limbs, right? God forbid, terrible things. Yes, when one part of the body attacks another part of the body, the body's at war with each other. That's a terrible illness, a disease. But if the body's not cooperating, if it's not an integrated body, where all the limbs are working in unison and harmony, then that's not peace, that's illness. Same thing when human beings are not integrated with each other. They're not shalem, they're not making each other complete and whole. Like Rosh Shlomo Kabbalah said, when 2 people talk at the same time, you can't hear either one of them. When 2 people sing together, you have harmony. When we say shalom bayit, there was a Rodney Dangerfield, a Jewish comedian, he once said, my wife and I, we eat dinner apart, we sleep in separate bedrooms, we take separate vacations, we're doing everything we can to keep our marriage together. The fact that you're not at war with someone doesn't mean you have shalom. Shalom means that you're harmonizing. So many times we think, I don't fight with this person. But that's not the Torah's value of peace. The Torah's value of peace that we pray for every day, Sim Shalom, is that we should all help each other. We should all be integrated. We should all complement and complete and help each other reach our full potential. And that's the harmony, not just the peace. It's a story told about a guy who goes to his neighbor right before Yom Kippur. And he says, it's the holiest day tomorrow. Please forgive me for anything wrong I've done to you over the course of the year. And his neighbor says, you don't have to ask for forgiveness, anything. You haven't done anything wrong to me this whole year. As a matter of fact, we hardly see each other or talk to each other. Surely you haven't offended me in any way. And he said, that's why I'm asking for forgiveness. If we're neighbors, why didn't we have a relationship? Why didn't we interact with it? Why didn't we benefit and gain from each other and strengthen each other and harmonize in our lives together to synchronize our lives to be of benefit and help to one another? And that's the ideal of shalom that we all aspire for in Judaism.